What's up guys, and welcome to Forza Motorsport 7. And yeah, we're going to give it a go. It's like just come out in the last couple of days, technically. And yeah, we're going to give it a go online, see if I'm any good at it. Well, I don't play many racing games online. Don't really play any racing games online, to be honest, so this will be a bit interesting. I've played Formula 1 in the past online, but I think that's probably the only racing game I've played online in this, well, in any video. So yeah, I think we're going to give it a go. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but we'll find out. Right, to get into things, we're going to do some hatchback racing. Bit of a slower start to things, get used to how it's like to race online against people, and then we can look at possibly driving something a bit more enthusiastic, shall we say. So, yeah, how do I change? If I only got a Honda Civic, is that it? I could rent a car. I could also buy a car. I think I'll take my Civic. It's done me well so far in the first, like, the few races I've done in it, so we'll see how we go in this one. And I think we just wait. Right. So somehow, I think the race has started without me. Not too sure how that's happened, but it would appear as if they're all racing, and, well, I'm not. Right, so this time we've finally made it into a lobby. We have some wild Spaniards having a little conversation in the background, so we could just ignore them, that'll be fine. And we're off. Pretty average start, but we're catching this lad in front, so we'll see if we can get past him. Snappish. Somebody's already gone off to Narnia on the outside of the track, and I'm following him quite significantly. His car has very little in the way of turning ability, but we're in third. Somehow, I think we started in like 6th or something like that. We're already up into third, which is quite nice. There has been a crash in front of us, and I'll take full advantage of that and take the lead. Apparently I won't, because this lad's absolutely bamboozled me. And we're on the grass, right. Well, I think we've recovered quite well there. Well, he's gone massively wide here, and I've just been absolutely done in by Civic Boy up my inside. Oh no, we're going through Maggots and Beckett, so too wide. This is never going to end well, and it hasn't, because, well, I've just gone straight on. Completely forgot after one lap that we're doing the short circuit and just went straight off, and now we're in 7th. So after it looking so very positive for us in the first lap, we've I've royally screwed it up in the second, and we've been absolutely done in by the Mercedes behind us, who just decided that his brake pedal wasn't that interesting. He's done it again. He's just gone absolutely flying straight off the track. As is about half of the field, to be quite honest. I think I was the only one who actually took that corner in any sort of significantly correct manner. Right, see how many people go wide this time. Well, lad behind me's already gone wide. And he's gained a massive advantage. Are you taking the piss, Forza? So it's perfectly acceptable to just go straight off at a corner, 3 times the speed you should normally be taking it, run away out into the middle of the bloody Atlantic, come back, and be ahead of the person that was actually taking the corner correctly, and not have any sort of penalty whatsoever. Right, turn. God almighty, these front wheel steer, like, driving cars have absolutely no turning ability whatsoever. Right, I bet this guy on our outside will just go straight off as well around this corner. And he'll probably come out about a Titanic's length ahead of me. Well, he's gone wide, but not... Well, actually, no, he's just gone miles wide and taken a massive advantage again. Twice in 2 laps. I've gone deep, as has he. I've gone more deep, and now we're 9th. Well, 9th place could have been better. Everybody's wanting Dubai. Let's go for Dubai then. At least we won't be racing in the rain. I feel a bit hard done by in that race, to be quite honest. I mean, I was my own worst enemy coming around the second corner, second corner, on lap 2, and went straight into the barrier. If we hadn't done that, I think we would have been on track for a podium. But even then, came out 7th, and we lost 2 places to somebody, 2 people, because they just went off the track. And the game was like, that's fine, we'll let them away with that. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into race number 2. Right, here we go. Race number 2, around Dubai. And we're starting 2nd. Right, well, that was a lot of wheel spin, and we're already down to 3rd. Unquote. Oh, this guy's going all over the shop, so we'll just gazump him up the inside, and we're up into 2nd again. I've been massively distracted by the argument that's going on in the background about a guy who's clearly got his TV turned up too loud and is echoing literally everything anybody ever says. And alright, I'm sorry mate, I've literally just fucked him. Actually, I've not fucked him, he's still carried on. Thankfully though, I'm pretty sure there's nowhere in this circuit where somebody can just go running miles off the track and gain a huge advantage. So I think, providing we keep it on the actual circuit, we stand a decent chance. There's a bit of an argy-bargy going on up front. I've just been absolutely done in by a lad up the inside. Well, that's been lap 1, and we've dropped quite a few places. It's safe to say. Yeah, I'm not sure how many people are running like legitimate setups and everything in this, because it's kind of one of the big parts of Forza is like doing tuning setups and everything to get your car to be absolutely amazing, and it seems like quite a lot of people, whether their cars are just better than mine, which I highly doubt because I think all these cars are pretty level, they just seem to be able to corner and accelerate a hell of a lot faster than my car ever goes. But anyway, that's my excuse out the way. This lad's looking a bit interested up my inside, so I'm a bit wary of him. Well, we've kept him behind. As long as he doesn't get me in the slipstream up to the line, we've secured ourselves a 5th place, which, well, I'll take that. I'll take 5th place. That was pretty decent, I think. We lost quite a few places on the first lap, and then the last, like, 2 laps are basically a procession. I just chased that guy in front and couldn't quite get close enough to actually overtake him. But, yeah, I think I'm done with these cars. I absolutely despise that car, quite frankly. The understeer is outrageous. Literally couldn't turn the corner without just going like miles out to the outside of the track. And like, you know, front wheel drive cars, you can usually accelerate to kind of like see it out, which I was doing, but it was a struggle. It was a struggle. So yeah, I think we'll go get ourselves maybe a proper car. So we'll leave these hot hatches behind, and then we shall head for something a bit more exotic. So I have no cars, so I'm going to have to buy something, I think. I might buy the XJ220, just because they're, like, super rare. I don't have enough money to buy an XJ220. Do I have enough money to buy any of these cars? I might have to rent something. I shall rent the XJ220. Rent a yellow XJ220. And now we play the waiting game of that race finishing in the Bernese Alps, and then I shall join them for the next race, hopefully. Right, so we're going to be racing Sonoma. It's very undulating, so we'll see how good we are in that. That lad's driver outfit. I'm not sure that passes FIA fire regs, to be honest. It's probably a tad flammable, but anyway, we'll let him off with it. Right, we're good to go. I'm starting at the back. There are 2 people behind me. Wonderful. Right, well, we dropped the revs a little bit there, but anyway, we've oh no! I was going to say it's not too bad I'll start, but it's gone horribly wrong. As we got absolutely wiped out. I'm not even sure whose fault that was, if that was my fault for not being aware that he was coming up my outside, but we're now pretty much last, and we'll see if we can get ourselves back up the grid a little bit. Somebody has spun off, and we've been absolutely punted by a lad in the... not even sure what it was. But we've gained a few places. Oh, lad in another XJ220 has bit the barrier. And there's another lad in the XJ220 bit another barrier, and we've followed him. Excellent. I'm pretty sure we've made places since the start of the race, despite being absolutely done twice. Well, I'll say done. Pretty sure both of them are probably my fault, but... And that was a bona fide overtake. Even though he was like pretty much grinding the barrier, we actually overtook him without making contact. So positive signs. But we're into the top 10, and I think looking at how fast these guys in front are going, we might be able to get a few of them. Given that this is going to be a 5-lap race and we're only on lap 2, got a pretty decent chance, I think. Somebody else. Oh my word, there's an absolute pile up. And we're up into 6th. I think if I just stay away from everybody and actually end up not going into the barriers on my own, then we've actually stand a decent chance here of, well, maybe not winning. The guy in first is literally miles away as I just punt the back of this Ferrari, who lost it under acceleration, and we shall breeze up his outside. So I'm just going to leave him space because I can expect him to dive bomb me, which is exactly what he's done. We'll let him have space around the inside, but we have got him. Well, I was thinking of going up his inside, but it's probably going to end badly. Cool. Maybe try around. No, he's pushed us out wide. Well, actually, he thought about pushing us out wide, but didn't do a very good job about it. He's now going to be on the outside of this corner, but well, if he'd hung it around, he would have had the inside line on this one. But we've got past him, and we're into 4th. One more, and we get ourselves a podium. I think first place is out of the question. That guy, unless he has a serious... well, I've just gone a bit deep there. Unless he has a serious crash, he's gone. Second place is potential. Third place is almost a definite at this stage, providing I don't somehow end up in a wall somewhere. He has just taken a new line that nobody has ever thought of taking that corner before, but well, unfortunately for him it didn't work out, and even though I kinda cut the corner, I mean, I think I had 2 wheels on the track, so I probably got away with it. He's going to go up the inside again. We'll leave him space, because I don't want to end up in a wall. But we now have the inside line into here. This is going to be dangerous. It's going to be pinched. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him go. Oh, I've just crashed on my own. And where have I gone? Oh my god. Right. So we're now in 8th. And the work begins all over again. After fighting for a podium, I go for a gap that wasn't there, end up in a tyre wall, and now... I mean, that wouldn't have been so bad, I don't think. I think we would have probably lost a place or 2. By getting punted halfway around the circuit is not the best follow-up to that, and we now find ourselves down pretty close to the back of the pack, so we'll see if we can find our way. Somebody's spun up ahead. We'll go past him. Let's back up 1 place anyway. That's a bit wide. I'm actually liking this car. It's remarkably easy to drive compared to some cars you get in this. It has very nice power distribution. It seems to just, rather than giving it all to you in one go, it kind of does feed it nicely, so you don't get massive amounts of wheel spin. And we're going to come across the line in 6th place, which, given that we crashed probably about 4 times in that race, I think that was a successful result. Started second last, crashed immediately in the first corner, and then a couple laps later, after doing a stellar job to get ourselves up into the top 4, we crash again and end up pretty much last yet again. So make our way back to finish 6th. I think that was pretty successful. So I think we'll do 1 more race. I'm going to do it in this car again because it was actually really nice. And I think if we hadn't bitten the barrier on lap 3 or whenever it was, I think we would have stood a good chance of actually getting a podium. And we'll try again. If we can get a podium this race, I'll call that a successful night. We'll be racing Suzuka, which is timely, given that we're going to be racing there in literally a couple of days in the Formula 1 as well, which would be quite nice. Well, I think we got a bit of a better start than we did last time. Well, actually, I think we've got a pretty good start so far. Hopefully this guy sees us up the inside and doesn't just put us on the grass. Wow. That Lamborghini was not stopping, and I've just... Well, I'm sorry about that, mate. I've just given him a little bit of a love bite. But he got away with it, and so did we. More to the point. The Lamborghini seemed to be struggling to keep it on the track. I mean, we were struggling a little bit to keep it on the track here. As one of them just punched the Ferrari, makes it do a 180, and we're gifted a position here. So, where are we? P4. So we can definitely do something from here. Coming around onto the second of... Sorry. Second of 8 laps. Well, that's definitely cost us in our straight line. We might actually get gazumped by the F40 behind us. But Lamborghini's gone off, and we've got ourselves up into the podium. Now we just have to hold it for 7 laps, and we're golden. Well, bronze. One of these guys has just gone wide, which has cost him a lot of time. I think it was getting first. And unfortunately, I don't know if I'm fast enough to actually catch them. Oh, it's alright though, because they've just crashed into each other, and well, it's cost them both quite a bit of time, so let's see if we can make the most of it. This line is horrible through here. I'm not doing a very good job of it at all. Thankfully though, we have dropped the cars behind us, so we actually don't have much to worry about other than just trying to catch these guys in front. Which, if they keep running wide, which they seem to have been doing quite a lot, we might stand a good chance of catching them. The problem is I keep trying to take too much speed into corners, which compromises my line, and then because this is such a flowing section, you end up screwing up every corner after that. So you need a... You can't screw up any corner, because then it just costs you the whole way through. But we have closed the gap a little bit, I think, to the guys in front. I'd quite like if they were actually to start battling a little bit, then slow them down a bit more. But I've fucked up the line again. Right, so we've got 2 laps to try and close these guys down. They gain a lot of time through the S's on me, which is unfortunate, but when it comes to this corner here, I do tend to close the gap quite significantly on them. We're much closer coming into the final lap, so I might be able to get one of them, but I don't think I'll get either, like the guy in first. It's probably quite unlikely. No, I don't think I'm going to get them, unless they make a mistake, because I'm just not doing this section at all well. Keep trying to take too much speed, which is so compromising me when it comes to the exit speed of the corners, which means I just can't get anywhere near them. And maybe a couple more laps might have got them, but unfortunately it's going to have to be P3, which, I mean, to be honest, I'll take a P3. So what we came into this race hoping to get was a podium, and we've got ourselves a podium. So it could have been a lot better, I think. We really struggled to try and catch these guys in front. I think I was just making a bit of a mockery of this middle section. Yeah, could have done a lot better there. So anyway, we've got ourselves onto the podium, and I'll take that any day. So that's been Forza Motorsport 7. It's like any other Forza, but it looks better. There's more tracks, more cars, probably. I'm not advertising this game. I have no idea what like the car stat facts or anything like that is, but it's quite fun. So yeah, and if you've enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up. Subscribe as well if you're new around here and want to keep up to date with all my other stuff. And I'll catch you guys. Look at us! On the podium. 3rd place. I mean, the guy who finished first probably deserved to finish first with a get up like that. Racing in some biker leathers. But anyway, yeah, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next week. So until then, cheerio.